Hey, are you looking for a point forward, a tall ISO guard, or just even a good build in general? Well, you've come to the right place. For the past few hours, I've been searching high and low for the best ISO build, and I think I finally found it. The builds can shoot, the builds can dribble, the builds can play make, and the builds can defend at a high level. And alongside that, we gonna give you some dribble moves and some animations to equip and put on your player so you can dominate. Hey bro, what's good with y'all boys? Now look, as y'all can see, we made... Hold on, she wearing my jersey? Hey, what's good with you? My bad. Hey, what's good with y'all boys? Now look, as y'all can see, we made it on NBA 2K25. It might be a little later than other creators. Hey man, for some reason 2K be hating on your boy. I don't know. And for further proof, I know y'all probably wonder why you look like Kodak Black from 2015. 10 minutes ago, I was just in the face creator building, and I swear to God, I don't know who that man they came out with was, but that was not my boy. But look, we ain't even here for that. As y'all can see, we on the perimeter point forward build. I told y'all I got y'all with the point forward this year. I ain't gonna lie, I think I came out with a pretty decent build. Y'all let me know. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel. I've been in the builder since 12 a.m. trying to perfect this build on PC. Actually, I bought a whole new copy of the game just to perfect this build. So, hey, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Let's get into the build. All right, now when we come into this build, first things first, you want to set your hand in this, your jersey number to your liking, bro. That don't got nothing to do with me. You can do whatever you want here. Now look, this right here is important. I don't remember if they had this last year, but for sure this year, if you change your position, it definitely changes what your build name is going to be. So we gonna go with small forward because obviously we want to get that point forward. Weight, we gonna minimize it all the way to 180, but the wingspan, we gonna max it out all the way to 7'2". Now look, before we get into the attributes, I'm gonna tell y'all already, I have a version of this build with drive and dunk, and then I have a version of this build that doesn't get contact dunks at all. So the first version of this build is probably the one that I'm gonna use most of the time just because this is the play style that I want to go with this year. But first things first, ball handle. We gonna max that all the way out, almost. Not 93, but 92. We gotta also remember we have cap breakers. We can use a cap breaker and put it up to 93 eventually later in the year. So that's what we gonna do with that. Speed with ball, we gonna go ahead and max that all the way out to 86 to get that gold lightning launch. Now, I'm not 100% sure on the difference between gold and silver lightning launch, but hey bro, this a day one build. We ain't trying to waste no money, take no chances, so we gonna go with what the game say, how the game works. Passing accuracy, we gonna bump that all the way up to 87. We got bronze bailout, and if y'all remember last year, if you ain't had bailout, at least when you was trying to pass out of them shots, you was looking like Jameis Winston after the snap, bro. I'm telling you, you was throwing it straight out of bounds. Next thing we gonna go with, obviously y'all want to know what the shooting look like. We gonna put the shooting down to 80, and then we're gonna put the mid-range up to an 85. So basically, hey, we can shoot that thing. You leave us open, we can spark that with the best of them, for real, for real. As far as the free throw, we just gonna leave that the same. Now when we go up to the drive and dunk, I didn't put that much drive and dunk on this build. We put it all the way up to a 75. You gonna be able to dunk the ball, you just not gonna be able to dunk on people. But look, even though you're not dunking on people, 75 drive and dunk is still viable. You still, you know, getting your wide open dunks. You still get a couple of dunk packages, Manu Ginobili, DeMar DeRozan, something like that. You feel me? Now going down to the defense, I ain't gonna lie, this low key my favorite part of the build because I feel like we gonna be able to clamp up on this build for real, for real. Even at 6'6". We gonna go with an 82 perimeter defense. That gives us silver challenger, bronze on ball minutes, not crazy badges, but hey, we can still play defense. Now the steal, we gonna bump that to 85. I would go to 91, but hey boy, we ain't getting all that on this build. I ain't gonna lie, it's too much. 2K said we got too much dip on our chip this year, but also the block, we gonna take that up to a 78. And lastly, we gonna take the interior defense up to a 60 just so we can get the paint patroller badge. Don't know how well this works yet, but it doesn't hurt to have it on a 6'6" build, you feel me? So with the defense, we got chase down blocks, high steal, high perimeter defense, and then next we gonna go to the physicals. Agility, we gonna put that to 82. Now with an 82 agility, people say that don't matter, acceleration doesn't matter, but on defense it 100% matters. So we gonna put that to 82 just to be safe. 86 speed, turn the strength down to 47, vertical up to 74, and then we get bronze posterizer, high flying denier on silver, and yeah, this is really what the build comes out to. Once you finish, shades of Shane Battier is crazy. It should come out as a perimeter point forward. Now look, hey, don't go. I still got the second build for you, and I got animations for y'all if y'all need animations too. Now for the second build, we gonna keep the physicals the same, 6'6", 180, 7'2" wingspan, but we gonna change a few things around in the stats. First things first, to be able to get driving dunk, we gonna have to sacrifice a little bit. So speed with ball, we gotta take that down to 75. Now with 75, we can still get damn near all the animations that we had before, but we might be a little bit slower with the ball. You feel me? This is still a little bit viable. 75 isn't bad, but it's just not as good as 86 would be. Once we do that, we gonna put the ball handle up to 93, and we get gold ankle assassin. We don't even gotta wait for the cap breakers or nothing. We can just do it off the rip. The next thing you want to take down is your block, and you want to put that all the way down to 33. You know what I'm saying? I told you, we gotta sacrifice some things if we want to get these contact dunk. Now once we do that, we should be able to get our driving dunk all the way up to an 89, and then put your vertical all the way up to a 78 so you can get the contact dunk animations. And then the last thing, you want to take your interior defense all the way down to a 50, just because we don't have paint patroller. We're not going to be able to get it because we don't have block. So we got to put those points elsewhere. And for me, I like to usually put the rest in defensive rebound, just because it doesn't hurt to have bronze rebound chasing. You feel me? So we gonna go ahead and snag that, especially since we have... Boy, I just bent my tongue. God dang. But yeah, we got a long wingspan, so we should be decent on defense, grabbing boards, really all around. This is really an all-around build, for real, for real. And that boy comes out to a 3-level scoring .4. I've never heard of this build, so I ain't gonna lie. I feel like a lot of y'all would want this rather than the other one, but let's get into the animation. Now look, I already know y'all gonna ask me for my animations, and since 2K added this into the game where you can test your animations and test your jump shot creator and test your build before you even spend money on it, hey, I might as well just show y'all my dribble moves. So look, first things first, we're gonna start off with the dribble style. I'm not gonna give an in-depth explanation for why I'm using these dribble moves, because mainly, boy, I ain't gonna lie, I don't even know all these dribble moves like that. The game just dropped. Signature size up, we gonna go with Kawhi Leonard. Regular breakdown combo and aggressive breakdown combo, we gonna go with pro on both of these, just because I think these are simple and they look pretty decent. Escape moves. You can either go with Kobe Bryant or Jimmy Butler. These two are the best that I've seen for the 6'6s so far. But for me personally, I like to go with Jimmy Butler. Combo moves, we gonna go with Devin Booker, just because he get a little saucy with this animation. I ain't gonna lie. Crossover, we going with Josh Giddey. For the behind the back, you could go with Paul George. This is the one that I use personally, mainly because it has a good standing still behind the back, but also a good explosive moving behind the back too. But you also have Andrew Wiggins over here. This is literally the 2K20 explosive behind the back animation if you know how to pull it off. So yeah, Andrew Wiggins and Paul George, these are the top two for me that I've seen. For my spin, I'm gonna go with Kawhi Leonard, just because it gives you that like that spin animation right there. I don't even know how to explain that, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It's been in the game for years, so that's what we gonna go with. Hesitation, I'm gonna just go with Kobe Bryant, because I think it just looks the best out of all of them so far. Step back, I'm gonna go with something I'm familiar with, which is Luka Doncic. I know this animation for the past like 2-3 years, so we gonna go with that. And basically that is pretty much it for the dribble animations. I ain't gonna lie. As far as the scoring moves, y'all gonna have to figure that out yourselves, bro. We just got the game. Chill out.